I will introduce our study, How Companies Navigate the Uncharted Waters of Digital Transformation. My name is Thomas Hess. I'm Professor for Information Systems and Management at LMU Munich School of Management. Digital transformation is a topic all companies are working on since more maybe than 10 or 15 years. The major idea of digital transformation is to unlock the potential of digital technologies for companies. A lot of companies are working on this. But there are two buts. The first but is digital transformation is a complicated one. First, digital technologies are ongoing. So we say digital transformation is something like a moving target. It's changing every time and we're looking and running for a target. And also, there's a second problem. Digital transformation, we call it DT, is complex. It is a company spanning endeavor and a lot of units of a company are integrated. So we cannot be surprised that maybe 80 or 90% of all projects are not successful. And this, in reality, is a problem. That's the background for our study. What have we done? We look for the structure of the process. We want to understand what are the typical steps a digital transformation program has, and what's the starting point, and is there end? That's the question. And we did our research based on 64 cases we found in literature. Now let me introduce our model. I will introduce all phases step by step. We will start with phase one. We call it initiating. If we look in our cases, we see there are two things in. The first thing is how important are digital technologies in a company. That's a trigger point for such a project. And also here we should develop a mission, a vision. What is the business approach looking at this? What are typical targets like reducing costs or introducing a new field? And now we go to phase 2 and 3. You see, we call it preparing and also mobilizing. And preparing means we should look in a company and think about capabilities and skills. Have we enough capabilities? Looking at classical IT and also capabilities to find new business solutions looking at IT. And also, very important in step 2 is assigning the responsibility. Who in the management board at the management level is responsible for the new program? In phase 3, it's about mobilizing. Now we know the structure for our program, and now we want to go broader in the company. There are 2 steps. First is more about a broad communication to say, okay, we have a new program to all people in a company, and this is an important program, and it's very important for the future of a company, step 1. And second step in phase 3, it's about going to stakeholders, more small groups, and to talk to them and saying why is this important and why should you introduce and support our initiative. Now we are looking at implementing and disseminating. Implementing is the core of every initiative on digital transformation. It's about changing the value structure, maybe change a process or a business model, but that's not enough. Also, we have to look here at changes in the organizational structure and also in the IT landscape. And also important here on the long run, it's important to look at the digital mindsets of all people we have in a company. Again, that's the core, but we also have some things maybe which are broader than only a company. Maybe we have introduced a new platform and we want to integrate customers or suppliers, and then the next step is also to be open to integrate customers and also other companies or maybe other organizations. That's a typical core the flow of activities. If you look at digital transformation, there's a second layer you also want to highlight. We call it iterating. Iterating means maybe looking at the whole process from a second level. And we have 3 things in. The first is about trying new technologies. Maybe there's a new technology and you think maybe it's important for me or for my company, then try if it's really working, if it's important for us. That's one point here. And the second point is also monitoring, means looking at the project and the portfolio of projects. And the third point here is also handling setbacks. Typically, not all the projects are successful, so we should also have a mechanism to handle a project which is not working. Now we know how the process of digital transformation is structured in the company. There's still one question open. What's happening after this process is executed one time? Also, we have some insights on this in our data. We see 5 of the 6 activities are still in the company. They are also thinking about the value chain. They are thinking about all the things we have discussed about digital mind, that it's going on, and also they are iterating, looking at monitoring all the things. So let me sum up now. We have seen a model which describes the process of digital transformation in a company, and we think that's a very important framework if you want to run a digital transformation project or a big program. Now, if you want to learn more about our study, please have a look at our paper, which now is published at California Management Review, and you also will learn how our topic is related to sailing. Thank you very much.